Cyberpunk time. Haha, yes. I actually installed the Prey trial game thing. It's just a game called Prey. I think it was released in 2017 or 18. I heard some good things about it, actually. I just don't think it caught on commercially. I don't know if it's like a horror game. I don't think it is. But I think it has horror elements, and that's kind of it.
Hello. I'm Arif Iqbal, and you're watching WNS News. New details have emerged on the attempted abduction of Hanako Arasaka.
I'm actually kind of considering doing the Alda Caldos ending and then going through with my actual Don't Fear the Reaper ending.
They overwhelmed and seized control of the Arasaka Heiress's parade platform.
Gosh, these are kind of annoying after you play the game. Shoot, I just need to respond. Ugh, it's hard to read and have music blaring. Oh, you're joking. Gosh dang it. Alright, you win. River, there you are. Yes, we just finished the river quest line. We got Randy and whatnot. It's kind of hard. I don't know why they shield, because you can actually romance River. Especially as male V. I had that in my last run. I don't know why. I thought it was like a female only option, but no. Still makes me wish you could freaking romance all the characters regardless of like, I get the exclusivity and inclusion, but is that where the DLC takes place? I'm just gonna go through and do some like side quests. Alternatively, I could start Prey. I kind of want to try it just to have something new, because I keep playing the same games over and over. It's like inherently bad, but I think the channel could use some I don't know, variety. They literally juggle Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, and now Cyberpunk. Which I've had a lot of Cyberpunk, so I don't mind playing it, but I can only imagine that no one joins because they don't like watching someone play the same game for a long time in a row. Alright, we're switching cars because that's not yeah, no, you're right there, not you though. I'm going to Coyote. We did get the Quadra from what's his face? Do you know? He did all the NCPD missions, as well as all the dudes in there. I mean, I could play Resident Evil 5. I know there was a couple of people who offered to, oh boy.
Hello, V.
Jefferson?
Listen, I need your help. Matters private.
Sure. Okay. What's it about?
Not on the home. Come by. I'll lay it out. Explain everything.
Got your back, Jefferson. Not to worry.
Great. We'll see you here then. Remember where?
Of course. Be there in no time.
We missed the turn. One of his missions is literally just called 500 bombs. Who stuck this here? Are you for real? Why in the middle of this dilapidated desert? Cool, not cool. Two kilometers is hard to pull up. Alternatively, we can just drive on the road like a person, but too convenient. I like the music. Can we get one of the... Fine. I still have the carry quest to do. I don't know if I want to do all that. I've already done all those in my first playthrough, and we already got Archangel from Perry, so I don't really think there's anything I need from him. And even then, I ended up changing out Archangel for a base legendary overture, because the electric damage isn't really going to be helpful against the majority of the enemies in Arasaka. But I know you can get amnesty from Cassidy, or get amnesty for completing all they call this quest line. So I might go through, do that, finish the rest of the missions I want to do, and then finish off the Don't Fear the Reaper ending. Feels a little disingenuous though to go through and do one ending and not the other. I'm also pretty sure every ending has someone die. The only endings that I did were the Johnny ending with Rogue and the Devil ending where you end up relying on Arasaka. I think I actually check this out. I think I did this one already in my last playthrough. And I have a friend who I'm trying to get to play the game, but they only want to do it.
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, don't got a map. Hey, Rick, you got a map?
No, use mine for smokes. And wherever you want to be, sure as shit ain't here.
Hear that? Nothing for you here. Have a nice day now.
Don't mind me.
Kinda hard when you're hovering over us, huh? Don't you got somewhere to be?
What's in the briefcase?
What? This piece of junk? Yeah, probably nothing.
Cans? Maybe bottles? Who knows?
How'd you find that? Doesn't take an expert to see it's corp-owned.
You from the lost and found or something? Hey, if it isn't your biz, then don't go making it.
Give it to me. Now.
Hey, take it easy, boss. We can work something out, right? Come on.
Don't make me repeat myself.
What are you waiting for? Give it to him. Trust me, you won't get it open anyway.
We'll see about that. Where'd you find it? I said, where?
Those dumpsters, over there. For fuck's sake, Josh.
Look, it wasn't us, all right? Gunk was already cold, we swear.
Wait, really? And here I had you pegged for top-tier mercs. Now get out of my way.
Fine, take it. But, like, chill the fuck out, okay?
Are you serious? Is that intelligence? Okay, I have some thinking to do here because I have 4 attribute points and I'm missing cyberware for my frontal cortex. And there's one that I think at intelligence 6 gives you like a 6% crit increase chance. Which is honestly not much, but all things considered, I don't need that otherwise. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if let me look up the frontal cortex everywhere. Because we can just get the stupid thing open ourselves, and it wouldn't be that bad. That big of a deal. Freaking, I found this website that had all the cyberware list. Oh, here it is. Cool. Because like eddies aren't an issue, right? I fell below like 100K, and I like instantly got it all back because I kept buying stupid cars. Okay, where's it at? We already have heal on kill. Oh, it's a 2% crit increase chain notes. Ugh, gross. Because the only issue is that you really don't get any good bonuses, and a 2% crit chance increase is not worth anything. Increases cyber deck rank capacity, increases quick hack damage, increases quick hack duration. Like, that's totally not worth it at all. I think I'd much rather do cool if I wanted to go down that route. But even then, I'd only be able to get to like 12, right? If I did go with that. Crit damage by 2, resistance is by 1, increase stealth damage by 10, reduce the speed at which enemies detect you. Increase enemy grapple duration by 1 second. I mean, we could also finish off one of these 3. Like, body 20 wouldn't be bad because I could get the, this in legendary, the signal optimizer, which is only a 10% boost to my health, which isn't bad because obviously Stormy Arasaka on the very hard mode is, I'm sure I'll catch a few stray bullets that might kill me, but is it really worth though? 5 extra health points, so we'll get 10 extra health, we'll get 6 stamina points, increased damage with fists and gorilla arms with 3, increased damage with melee up to 1.5. Like, I think I'd rather go with reflexes. Because the Mantis Blade increased by 3 would probably be better. Honestly, I don't think there's any crazy stuff here. Especially since this is just light machine guns, right? Rifles and submachine guns, sorry. Like, I'm not going to use any of those, and kind of short on perk points. What about handguns? After a successful crit hit with a pistol or revolver, damage and armor increased by 30% for 5 seconds. +1 for perk level? What does it mean by perk level? Can you, like, level that up indefinitely? You might be able to get up to 20, but we do have 12 perk points saved up. What is this? Increases crit damage with blades by 40. So we'll pretty much be killing everything. Which, Sandy and Mantis Blades with that would be great, but I don't know how frequently we hit crits. And my one gripe with Mantis Blades is that it has that stupid, like, finisher animation, which I don't know how to not do that. It just happens kind of arbitrarily from what I've seen. Like, I can just start my Sandy. I'll still have on my 14-second, like, my 14 seconds for it to be active, right? In it, activate that animation, and it cancels the Sandevistan slowdown, but it's still ticking down as if I'm still using it. So it doesn't like force cancel. I have to wait the remainder of the time I had left on the Sandevistan, plus the cooldown, and then I could use it again. So there's that caveat to it. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. But that might not be terrible. I mean, we could do craft. What is this? Increases the sale price of items by 10%. Like, we don't need that. We already have a lot of eddies. Engineering, I don't really care for. Increases damage from tech weapons. No, we do not use. Oh, actually, no. That's smart weapons. I hate smart weapons. Can we actually finish reading that? Increased charge damage. Still just not useful for my build. When entering combat, armor and resistance is increased by 10% for 1 second. Dismembering enemies with a shotgun or light machine gun reduces weapon recoil by 30% for 5 seconds. So, like, if I had a shotgun and a light machine gun, that would be different. But I'm only using one shotgun. My final build is probably only going to have one shotgun and then the 2 pistols. Because this thing is so stupid, it's not even funny. And I just really like the Overture. Because it's, like, the only real revolver in the game. I mean, you have the DR5, but that does not look like a revolver. I mean, I know it is classification-wise, but it's not. It's not. Let's not joke ourselves. I'm sure I have one in my inventory because I ended up picking up that. Yeah, like look at that. That's not. Oh, not my revolver. With the like magazine, I guess. I don't know. I think they're actually called like moon clips and revolvers. If that was above the trigger, maybe, but no. And the Quasar is kind of cool, but it's kind of gimmicky. I don't know. We do have all these special ones too, so I might deck one of these out. Like Lizzie is apparently really good. I don't like it. I think you're sitting there holding the trigger for too long in combat. I mean, granted, if you have it with the Sandy, maybe it could work, but eh. Where is the huh? Isn't there a what the heck? Dying Knight, isn't that what it's called? The other Lexington? The iconic one, though? Ugh, I have to waste it.
You just had to open your mouth, didn't you? Give me a fucking break already.
Shut. Alright, probably figure something out. What are you two doing? What are you two doing?
I gotta live.
Oh man. I don't know. Who's this guy?
Let's see what we got here. Muscles aren't stiff yet. Day, couple of hours, tops.
Gotta love rigor mortis. High-end suit, corporal employee, multiple stab wounds, irregular pattern. Amateur job, stripped of valuables. Whatever is not premeditated or not valuable items.
Won't be needing this anymore.
How do I know it wasn't one of you Chumbas? Killed him. Alright, let's see. Oh, well, duh.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, look what we have here.
It open! We're fucking rich!
Oh, shoot. Well, someone's alerted that that's open. Are you serious right now? Wait, oh, we should check that door. So I wonder how all the Phantom Liberty changes are going to affect your games that you already have open at your save files. So like if I transferred this file to my PS5, if I had one, then would I still be able to play it with all the new additions in there? Because I know they're reworking a lot of different stuff. Apparently there's some kind of like cyber psychosis thing. Which is interesting. Kind of wish it was an optional thing. There are some people who just probably want to play the game without like, cyberpsychosis stuff. I think that's a more role-playing, gimmicky aspect that doesn't... I don't know. So I think it would be good to have something to circumvent your character from being so powerful, but given like the nature of perks and the progression system they have, I feel like that's kind of unavoidable. They would have to like hard nerf all of the numbers and statistical stuff to prevent you from becoming overpowered. Maybe we'll get a fight with Adam Smasher. Maybe he's not actually dead. Maybe we can get something in terms of all that. But depending on your playthrough, probably shoot him in the face and he certainly not alive. Guys.
Looks like we got company.
I'm trying to see if I can show you guys an example with the this first one guys over. Take these 4. Alright, that works too. See what I mean by stray bullets will just literally kill you? It's not fun. Okay. So that was fine. That didn't work. Any crafting specs on these fellas? Any fun crafting specs, guys? Anything at all? Anything useful? You all just literally dead weight.
Moment of truth. Here it goes.
Untitled bringings. For what?
What the hell is this?
What's it look like? Francesi, 2021. Untitled number 18. Oil on canvas. Sheesh. Pearls before swine.
Oh.
Well, well. Who knew Johnny Silver? Man's a lover of fine art.
Not me. One of my exes. She was a painter. Bona fide psycho. Like all of them. The sex, though. Can't even begin to describe it.
Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't.
Yeah.
What the hell was this doing on the moon?
Why else? Some bougie prick hung it on his wall. Half the Louvre's floating in space.
You ever been there?
Puh, with the chump change I got screaming into a mic? Yeah, in my dreams. Alright, let's bail before heads start rolling. As for the painting, you'll have buyers lining up in no time.
Do we actually like a can't? Does it fall under a junk item or something? Backpack. Let's check our junk. Oh, there it is. 4,000 eddies. Okay, buddy. That's literally nothing. You're telling me cybernetic enhancements are worth more than art? I mean, like, literally, yes. I would say they should be, but really stupid art goes for really stupid prices. Like modern art, I don't know. Not great. Not great stuff. Like, I get the idea of having something abstract, but I don't know. Oh, Mr. Foul stuff. Get out of there. Get out of here. Dying Night. I kind of want to try out Dying Night. Actually. Probably put a couple of these in there, though. Like, we don't need this. Probably never going to use that, but we can upgrade it to test it out. We're never going to use this Quasar. Probably never going to use it in the OR5. I'll pass. I mean, it has kind of better accuracy than the Overtures, and that's the only thing I don't like about the Overtures is that they're so inaccurate. Like, they have kind of a crazy weapon spread. So there's that, but yeah, this Moron Labe we're never going to make. I mean, we could sell it because it is pretty decent price, but I'll not waste the resources. Legendary New A, no thanks. And we'll just keep all the rest of this. I'll switch out the Overture for Dying Night. Do we have to like upgrade it by piece? I think we do. So we have to go. Yeah, there we go. Installed Dead by Daylight because they updated it for no good reason. Oh, that's the chaos. Oh, the heck. Should also upgrade Lizzie, maybe that'll do some good. The Congo was pretty good at the start of the game. Gosh dang it, Mr. Phallus stuff, you're gonna get us demonetized. Whatever. Losing it. Death and taxes. I'm gonna actually implode. I'm actually going to implode. Where is this gun? What the heck? What the breakthrough? Iconic weapon spray? Weapon, whatever. Overwatch. Whoa. I'm not seeing this. Where in the world did it go? Wait, you joke. Oh no, Archangel's already legendary. I was gonna say, how in the... What in the world? Insufficient components. What are you talking about? I actually can't find it. I think I'm losing it. Where'd this stupid gun go? Okay. So it's purple rarity. It's actually purple rarity. Why is it not? Does it go in alphabetical order? Problem solver, moron, whatever. Widowmaker, SDR, Overwatch, breakthrough. There it is. Jesus, we just had to refresh it. Whatever. Silly goose. Okay, there we go. Finally. Kind of a stinker that it's such high damage. 692. It's gonna have like some 700 damage right now. Decent components. You did not get to craft it for free, unfortunately. There you are. 761, baby. Alright. Oh, 779. Okay, they're relative. That's fine. They're relative. Huh. I don't know, I just kind of want to experiment with all this. Sorry. It's taking so unbelievably long. We're not going to put any soda. We'll just use it raw. No, nothing. Cool. Alright, let's go. There's gotta be like a crime or something we can do, right? Like a gig? Oh, hey, there's a tarot card. Those are something I wanted to actually complete this playthrough. Is this junkyard Johnny died?
Huh. Interesting.
The star. Interesting. Cool. Maybe we collect all of them. What are we at, actually? That's a better question. Like, that's just pretty laid-back mission. We get to talk to Misty and stuff, so... What is the gift? No, fall on the hill. 6 more. Finally, terror defeating the city. Okay. It's probably gonna be a stinker, I'm not gonna lie. Here. We'll take everything off other than those. What? There's one. There's gotta be some closer than that though. No shot. So exactly over this one there. It's right next to her. Darn it. Where am I at? Out here in the Badlands. Gosh, this is gonna be kind of stinky, I'm not gonna lie. This would normally be one that I do on my own time, but I mean, we're on stream now. No one's joining, no one cares, so I'm gonna partake in my silly goofy goobery. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we'll hit that one and then go do the other 2. Alright, 1, ding, ding. Unless... Yeah, it's smartest if we hit that one first. 3 kilometers? More like... What the heck is a kilometer? Hey! The song. The end of the song. One of the few songs in the movie that I should like. So play all the other ones that we know. I wonder what they actually classify as damage to your vehicle. I mean. Like, am I damaging it by doing that? I'm talking like IRL damage. Obviously, if you're sitting there doing that, you're gonna break your vehicle, but... Wait. Is that a road? I'm not like a huge fan of the song, but I just find it really funny how they actually like made a song based off of Night City. There's a whole bunch of different like rap and rock songs that reference California, so for them to make something like this, I mean, it's like, it's not a bad song, but it's not something I would regularly listen to. What the heck is up with that music? That sound. It's like a spooky stinger. This sucks. This is not ergonomic as possible, as can be. Is that not, like, walkable? Are you joking? Wait. Stay as close to the edge as possible. Should be able to crawl through. End up like doink into the nearest road and then we'll call our bike back or something. Cool. What do we call? Sure, coyote. Hey, what do you know? Why did you just kind of spawn in there? Who is this? The NCPD or is it like military or something? I want to test this gun, so I'm trying to figure out exactly who this is. I'll do with the animals. Okay, easy.
Getting raped! Fuck!
Yeah, that's disgusting. Who said that? Come here. Animals and scavs are like probably the worst groups in the game. I don't know. All these people are horrible. I think they should just... I don't know. Alright, Dying Knight did not do very good. TBH. And we'll probably burn through a lot of our ammo really fast if we, who knows? I think I'd rather have the Overture's precision. Not that song, not that song. Let's have more rock. No, search for them. Sure. Good. Chip. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's chicken. Break every conceivable traffic law right in front of MCPD. They do nothing. Funnily enough, in the next batch, they're going to be overhauling the police system. What the various filing? That's funny. I guess we could play Dead by Daylight. Are you? I mean, we could also do the Aldecaldos thing, but I have that final quest with River to get Crash, his revolver. I don't know, I just really want a revolver. And if I really didn't want to go easy mode, we could use we could drop Comrade's Hammer and only have it as like a background piece if we really need it. Because I ended up salvaging my green neon arrow, whatever I think it's called, neon arrow, crafting spec. Let me jump up. Come on. Alright, come here. Where you at? What is that? That's the sun, the night? Death. Oh, what in the world? We're missing that many? What the heck? I thought we were missing 4 of them. Are there secret ones? I don't feel like doing all that. Actually, maybe we should go get that other one last. I guess we could do the Delmain quest, but I don't really think that's necessary. We already have so many other cars, it's just not worth it. One of the guys on these stations is like a conspiracy theorist in that case. It's him, yeah. Something fit right there, of course. I mean, he's not like entirely crazy, but he's just like, I don't know. Just listen to it. I don't know. He just says out of pocket things sometimes. I mean, he's not wrong. Like that's definitely what they'll do. But he's just like Saburo Arasaka's death. Was he actually killed? And obviously it was a cover up, yeah. But it's also like, what in the world is this? Talk about dilapidated. Is that it? The tower. Can you look at the like actual art? Oh yeah. They did a fantastic job with these. It's like perfect Cyberpunk-esque art. Look at the poor dog, he has his tail between his legs. Alright. Yeah, we're missing far more than it's telling us to get. Maybe there's like a total of however many. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? Oh, so maybe you just have to find the 20 in order to talk about Misty for the quest. But I want to find all of them. Wow, what the heck is this quest? If I fall down, will I be able to get back up? Seems they let me. Huh. You know, this actually looks like the first place I fought that Cyber Psycho. I don't actually think this is it. But there's a Cyber Psycho fight in a place that looks similar to that.
You are still in the place of remembrance.
Where the heck am I?
Respect.
Ooh. I'm trying to think if Amnesty's even so I mean, if I did the endings concurrently, not concurrently, but like one after the other, consecutively, maybe that would be better? I don't think it matters. But I feel like it would be weird to do one of the endings and then Hey. Oh yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't remember if I finished the thought, but I have a friend that I want to get into the game because I really don't have any friends to talk about Cyberpunk with. But they would only be interested in if we did like a side-by-side playthrough. Why is there a hostile? Who's here? They really don't want the smoke, I'm telling you. Oh, that is massive. Justice. Justice is the card of conflict resolution. It proclaims the need for order to see through lies of deceit and a return to the natural state of affairs. Justice implies a just sentence, but also due process. Huh. I don't know, but that art is awesome. What the heck is that? Strength? I don't think any of these are demonetized, are they? I mean, maybe the star one might. Debatable. You can kind of see something. I mean, maybe Wheel of Fortune as well, because it's kind of gratuitous. But it's art, and my channel is transformative. If XQC can get away with the garbage he does, literal spewing of sewage that is his existence online, then I think we should be fine doing this on YouTube, showcasing the Cyberpunk trailer cards. Hey, Fred. You know, that's another. I don't know. I don't get how XQC is so popular. Like, I've seen his clips, and he's literally just like, I don't really get streamer culture. Like, the closest thing to a streamer watch I get, like when I was younger, I used to watch like Pokemon streamers and would kind of like watch them shiny hunt. I would shiny hunt myself, which in retrospect was unbelievably boring. Like just sitting there and doing the encounters tirelessly until I find the funny different colored Pokemon. But in my young child brain it was fun, so it was like, okay, whatever. Alright, no more 5-day firefight. I think I need a break from Cyberpunk. So I literally listened to it on my own time. Like I added it on my recent playlists and whatnot, so it's kind of just too much. But yeah, I watched shiny hunting streams when I was younger and stuff like that, but I kind of grew out of it. Like if you take away the, what's it called? Don't remember the specific word. Man, I'm dementia. Parasocial relationship, that's what it is. If you like negate the parasocial relationship that viewers have with streamers, then it's not, like, there's nothing there. I think that's the only reason streamers and streaming is as successful as it is. Because you're sitting there watching someone live, watching them react to things and this, that, the other, so you kind of just in your mind, you point at parasocial relations. Well, no, I know this guy, you know? I mean, you really don't, but at least they don't know you as much as you know who they are. And even then, it's only what they want to show you of themselves on stream. Now I wanted to scale this up. It's like, I don't get the whole XQC being as popular as he is. It's like, astounding. Like, I'm not trying to hate or anything, but it's like, wow. He puts in such low effort content to get the results that he does. It's like, wow. That much seems like a gambling addiction. I've seen clips of him losing like millions of dollars. Probably not that much, but.
Yep,
huh?
scrolled and sent. Editors are working their magic already.
Have the marketing team stick a link onto that old lady in the gallery.
Are you serious?
She paid a fortune. She'll get a 5 seconds a day.
Please don't tell me I can't get in here until the final mission. You're joshing me. You gotta be joshing me. Okay. Oh, we should be able to go over it. Yeah, sweet. Who's that? Arasaka. See, and now it's doing that slow, super slow thing. Did I miss? I missed. Oh, okay, you got your Sandy and your electrified mantis blades, buddy. Get out of here. Good night. I'm just trying to find my tarot card, man. What are you doing?
Is it yellow? Is it green? No, it is blue. Hello.
Hi. Is that you still here? I gotta open chat. I actually didn't expect anyone to join. Well, for the 2-second mister before I find out who you are. Do you know who the game, do you know what the game Prey is? Because I just downloaded the demo. So I might play like the hour of gameplay for the demo and then buy the real game, because it's on sale for like $10, I think. I don't know. It kind of has horror elements, but I don't think it's actually a horror game. It's kind of like Dead Space without the Dead Space.
Oh, what demo?
It's just a game called Prey. It came out in like 2017, 2018. Oh, it is U-Star, okay. Quite the entrance, that's funny. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I'm just finishing off Cyberpunk missions before I close the game out for good. Kind of. Okay, who's shooting me? That's not nice. Can you not do that? Guys? Please. Otherwise, I'm just talking about streamers and parasocial relationships. Alright, who is harassing me?
Hope you liked the intro laugh. I'll be right back and check Prey out.
No, yeah, that gave me a laugh. The moon. Where the heck is the, is that it? No. That's it, cool. That looks awesome.
I am glad. Smile laugh.
Alrighty, well check out Prey and let me know what you think. I don't know if it's very horror oriented. It's alright. Let me not die. Quick, hold on. Pardon that little death. I needed water. My throat died. But yes, streamers and their parasocial relationships. Which is ironic because I'm obviously live streaming, so it's just like, well, yeah, but I'm not like crazy massive streamer. I just don't get XQC's fan. Yeah, I do be hating. What of it? Oh, I probably shouldn't do this, actually. We're gonna die. But we're gonna do it anyway. Oh no, enemies have been alerted. Anything but that. Not as if I'm not about to dip out a kilometer away, but... like, Critical, I watch him. Not his streams, because I think it's kind of boring. I think it just comes down to reaction content. I think it's just... it's not transformative enough to warrant any of it. Like, all it does is take away from the original creator of the content. What is that? Embers? Huh? Can we go here? Can we go do the tarot card, please? You joking? Something sus here. Yeah, this is giving terrible directions. Come on, Cyberpunk, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that's why. Okay, fine. I usually watch Critical's like regular content. Like his tier lists are really funny. I think him having other people around, not to say he's boring, that's not what I mean. I just mean that like reaction content is boring. And XQC definitely does not have a personality as colorful as most of them, so yeah. There's like Pyrocynical. I'll occasionally come in and watch his streams because he always plays like these really random games that you've never heard of. It's like Depressed Snooze Man and Allegory for Suicide and whatnot. I mean, that's kind of dark. I'm not trying to make light of it, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, bye-bye.
I am okay, by the way. You?
I'm doing alright. I had that job interview today. I don't know how well it went because I didn't get hired on the spot, so I'll have to wait and see. But otherwise, I'm doing alright. Glad to hear you're doing well, though. I mean, I answered all the questions with as much truthfulness as I could be, and that's all I could ask of myself, was like, you know, because like honestly, it's a bookstore, and I haven't personally read a lot recently, but I think working there would give me a good opportunity to get back into reading and whatnot. Yeah, that's kind of what that's just my motto. Like, I'm not going to sit there and fabricate some story to get a job or whatever. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I'd rather maintain my integrity as a person than sit there and lie to get by. But career-wise, I want to become a police officer, detective specifically, as we've talked about. I mean, that's one way to put it. Yeah. Little literature club going on. Granted, when it comes to reading, I primarily focus on manga, and I don't know how much they need someone for, like, taking care of manga. So I'm pretty sure a job like that is kind of one and done. Oh my goodness.
Yup, definitely Natsuki.
But I also want to get into, like, other literature, like philosophical and psychology stuff. Because that would just be useful for the job down the line. Because if I'm trying to, like, catch a criminal or something, then knowing their psychology and having that, like, ability to put myself in their shoes accurately and fluently, then I think that would make for someone who would be a better detective. Are you kidding me? Are you getting the right car? Tell me I can't just run out into the street without consequences? Who did that? That would be funny if I did. Make a whole, like, Discord server for literature. I think that would be my go-to method. I don't know enough people in real life to get something like that going. Huh?
They're not even human.
Really?
But would Monica be proud or unhappy?
Well, we can only hope that Monica will be proud. There is an individual who keeps commenting on my stuff, and he's Russian. I don't know why I'm getting Russian.
What does he say?
I'm not sure. One of his comments says, cool voice, waiting for the video, I'm your fan, but that's also just Google Translate nonsense. So I think his original comment said something about, like, I subscribed, I'm a fan of your content, which I appreciate, of course. But there's another comment that says, Topchik, at least that's what the translation is.
Wow.
I don't know what that means. I mean, obviously, I'm appreciative of everybody, but sometimes YouTube does not enable that barrier to be block that very easily. The world. Where is that it? No, that's not it. The Hierophant. Huh. We'll read all of these after I collect all of them. How high up are we? Yeah, I don't survive that fall. We're going back down. Warrior time.
Oh, okay. I thought original Google version was weird, but your version sounds less.
I can assume that's what they were trying to say. Because obviously, Google Translate is not going to give like the most efficient, accurate translation, which is really unfortunate. But it is weird how people in like Russia have found my content and they enjoy it because I speak English. So maybe they can understand English? I don't know. I'm not trying to say anything or poke fun. I really can't speak more than English fluently. I mean, I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but no. Nothing significant or worthwhile. Hostile area? Who's here? That's a civilian, no? Civilian, yeah. Who is that? NCP Netrunner?
You wanna see weird and creepy? Something happened in Genshin.
Weird and cringy? Sure. I've heard horror stories about Genshin fans. Some Genshin fans are weird, but I don't know how the game works specifically. I don't know if you play with other players or how exactly that goes down. We already got that one. Oh, come on. Let me climb up. Don't be like this, Cyberpunk. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. Oh, I love you, but I hate you. Alright, let's scout. Alright, this is a Japantown, or is it Little China? Little China. Little China has the most god-awful...
with others indeed. Help each other out and that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've heard horror stories about the fanbase, so I can only imagine that, I can only imagine odd interactions are a little too frequent. Who are you guys? Tiger? Guys, I love tiger claws. I can't activate my sanity? What is that?
Gonna send on Instagram. Maybe you can tell me the story when I am back.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say I have a story per se, but I've just heard things. I hear Genshin fans can be really weird sometimes. That's all. Oh, please don't fall. Please don't fall. There we go. Let's see here. How many are there left still? One? No. You're joking. Let's not get targeted by NCPD. What the heck is this? Who are these guys? Tiger Claws? I love Tiger Claws. Okay. NCPD is okay. Can't imagine they dropped any crafting specs. Any crafting specs I need? Probably not. Rufus noodles. I wonder how many people abide by like an ethical code in Cyberpunk. Like, I try not to kill civilians, but sometimes if they literally just like spawn in front of me when I'm trying to make the sharpest turn known to man, and they die, like I can't help but just Yeah.
You should see GTA.
Oh, I've seen some things in GTA. Saints Row is another game that kind of has like the similar, like you run around in the open world and you can kind of do whatever you want. I think the cool thing about Cyberpunk is that it has all the cybernetics and like the setting. I just love the setting. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more layers to Cyberpunk than there are GTA. I think the characters are more likable, less, I really don't want to say like random equals funny, but it seems like the humor in GTA is very just like crazy, wacky, woohoo, look at me, I'm crazy, I'm cussing every 20 seconds, and that's kind of just what the punchline is, but, I mean, I just personally feel Cyberpunk has a lot more depth. As for Saints Row, I've never played it. And I only speak on behalf of GTA 5 because my younger brother played it a lot. It seems like it's very targeted towards younger kids who just want to be chaotic little menaces without any sort of consequences, but at the same time, kids probably shouldn't be exposed to GTA. Oh, what is that? Is that it? Right here in front of Arasaka, what is that? The Emperor.
True. Personally, I am not fond of either. I like Cyberpunk for its plot that I know little of, but other stuff downsides it.
I can agree. I wish they focused on the game being completely completely functional rather than focusing on other aspects. I feel like they coded things in the game that didn't need to be coded in. I don't know, I just like the world. It's a very gross, grimy place that is Night City.
Exactly.
Very late stage capitalism. Like the world is pretty much ending. Corporations rule the world. It's so horrible, but that's why I like it. It's like a like with Soma, for example, it had a very bittersweet ending. Like obviously, it was very much bittersweet. Whereas in Cyberpunk, happy endings are just not a thing. I like bad endings. Not in the sense of, like, Attack on Titan bad ending, but in the sense of, like, the day isn't saved, you know? Like, it's not a happy ending, it's sad. So I feel like so many...
You mean like cliche?
In a sense, yeah. I say Attack on Titan bad ending because the ending was... not satisfying. For all of the series' build-up, the way it ended was just kind of anticlimactic for what it was. Like it did so many things right, but the ending fell flat. Soma was a bittersweet ending.
I haven't seen Final One.
Okay, well I'm not gonna spoil anything. For example, what is another game? Think Resident Evil, for example, except Village and 7. Well, 7 kind of. 7 kind of has the cliche good ending. I guess it also depends on what ending you choose, if you save Mia or Zoe, but that was kind of a really stupid choice, or stupid thing to shill into the game, because canonically you save Mia going into 8, but like think Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. At the Resident Evil 2 ending, you know, you, Claire, and what's her name? Sherry, right?
7, it is not over.
Well, that's the thing with 7. It kind of has that redeeming factor. But, like, Ethan doesn't see his wife for 3 years. He finds her cooped up in the house and the whole situation. It's very contrived story-wise, but it's Resident Evil. So, I'm not going to put too much negativity on its name. But, like, 2, for example. You, Claire, and Sherry get out of the city. You guys survive. The mystery of Chris is that he's in Europe. So Claire going to Raccoon to begin with was kind of pointless. I mean, Sherry's mom died, and obviously Birkin is a crazy psychopath, but, you know, childhood trauma aside, Sherry has a very bright path ahead of her, and Chief Irons being an absolute scumbag, but our main characters survive, they persevere. Happy ending walking into the sunset, you know. Not to say that that's a bad ending, but to break that is great. Most of Cyberpunk's endings, I don't know how the Don't Fear the Reaper ending works. And I haven't done all the Culverts one, but like most of the endings are pretty negative. Like there's a cost. There's a heavy cost. But yeah. I'm a fan of darker endings, and Cyberpunk has that. Plus darker world and whatnot. I mean, I can only say the same thing.
Resident Evil, annoyed by 3.
Oh yeah, it crashing on you is very odd. Especially for the PS5. Like, I don't know how frequently games crash, but, I'll be darned. Did we get all of them? What the heck? I could have sworn there was like 2 more. And there was that one that was like over here that we didn't get.
Should I give up, restart, or continue?
If I were you, and from the sounds of it, you're not enjoying the game, per se, like, you're not having the greatest time, I wouldn't restart it. I would try to go back and load from where you left off the last time, with, like, your content-wise, your previous Resident Evil part. I would try to load back to that save and go from there. Because I can understand if there's, like, a gap in the footage, for example. But try to load the save from where your last previous content part came off, and then try to restart it from there. I would not restart the game if I were you, because Resident Evil 3 drags for a while at the start. Like it's probably my least favorite Resident Evil game to start with. It's very cutscene-esque. Village has that issue.
I should have done 2 saves.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I think part of the challenge is not saving very frequently. Sorry.
Like one current, one from the previous episode.
Yeah, I gotcha. Because I figure you probably jumped right into it after the fact. So there wasn't one in between. Let me think. Oh, we are so close to level 50. Messages. What was I looking for? The tarot cards, right? Yeah, we're still missing 2 of them. I knew it. What the heck? The fool is everyone, including you.
Anyway, gonna see picture laugh.
Oh, okay, yeah, let me open that up. Including you and me, each step he takes on his journey feels like stepping into a brave new world. Ultimately, the journey will change him, but as the card shows, he's a trustworthy lad whose tireless hope drives him towards his goal. Very sad that is the fool, but I guess it makes sense. Ew. Oh, gross. Is that person your friend? Ugh. That's... Ugh. That's
no,
icky.
Stranger.
Complete stranger says that. Oh. Yeah. That's the type of thing I've heard about from Genshin fans, is they're very weird, very odd. Like, that makes me cringe 100%. That's... Some people are a little too confident in themselves. Which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes it is a bad...
Like, come on, why laugh?
That's just... that's a bit much for me. The Magician. The Magician is the card of self-confidence and adapting to situations through intellect and sheer will. The Magician is a schemer who always has one last trick up his sleeve, who despite everything manages to stay afloat and remain in control of his own destiny. I like that card. We can deal with that. High Priestess is a card of mystery. It shows how all of our secrets hang by a delicate thread in the struggle between common sense and intuition. Shows the struggle, bleh. Whatever. The High Priestess symbolizes the cold, calm waters as well as the mysteries hidden in their depths.
ILL just say, I was secretly annoyed but was mature.
Well, that's good, yeah. With people like that, sometimes it's just best to deal with them until you don't have to anymore. The Empress. The Empress is a card of femininity and motherhood. She is authoritative and knows what she wants and exhibits refinement and sensuousness. The Empress symbolizes creativity and growth and instructs us to
So let us hear your horror story.
Well, I mean, I just, not like mine specifically, but I've just heard people say that they'll get weird messages like that, or just in general. It's just kind of like a preconceived notion about the fan base. I don't know if you know what a weeaboo is, but that's kind of what people expect the average Genshin fan to be. It's like very, very weird behavior. Like the person that messaged you, that falls right into the category. Like people like that, very, very odd, sometimes degenerate behavior. Like the person that messaged you, that's pretty much the grand example. Like I've seen people talk about those sorts of
Oh, okay. I know a little about that. They have body pillows.
Yeah. That's precisely it. That's kind of the predisposition to Genshin fans. Although obviously not everyone is like that. Like for example, with My Hero Academia, a lot of the fan base is extremely cringe and does like ships and forces ships, which sometimes it's not bad and sometimes it's like, you know, whatever, it's harmless. But with My Hero Academia, they take it to the next level. They send the author, they send them death threats and say all these crazy out-of-pocket things online. It's just like, wow, you people are actually feral, ravenous degenerates. That's the best way I can put it. The Emperor symbolizes creativity and growth and instructs us not to dismiss our unconscious impulses, but to trust our intuition. The Emperor represents patriarchal control and is pleased with the authority and power he possesses to shape the future. The Emperor makes the rules and enforces them for the common good, but prestige has its dark sides. The Emperor is dominating and ruthless.
Guess we each not proud of our communities, but not all bad, thankfully.
Yeah. Climb over the mountain of bodies to achieve his aim. Man, they did such a good job on this art. I wonder if the same artist worked on all of them, or if it was different artists from all over CD Projekt Red, or maybe they commissioned someone from outside, even. Unless they previously existed and they were all from a single artist, because the art style is similar. The Hierophant symbolizes a respect for tradition. It represents one who tries to maintain the established order even though their very character is shaped by it. The Hierophant places his faith in institutions, for the alternative is pure chaos. Only by placing his faith in order can he draw strength. Seems like a lot of America. The Lovers. The Lovers is the card of dichotomies. It points to the contradictions that clash.
ILL delete that. Be right back. Laugh.
Alright, no worries. It points to the contradictions that clash with each of us and the challenge of striking a balance between extremes. The Lovers is also the card of dilemmas, like the fool who stands at the crossroads, unable to make his choice. Huh. That seems like a cop-out description, referring to another one of the cards. The Chariot is always charging ahead despite being pulled by its steeds in opposite directions. The rider who steers it constantly reigns in the light and dark. Save you from looking
next time you message me. Laugh.
Fair enough. Much appreciated. The rider who steers it constantly reigns in the light and dark sides of the soul with the help of reason. To ride in the chariot is to experience highs and lows, ups and downs. Strength. Strength is the card of resilience. It is associated with determination, bravery, and internal struggle. One must have dedication in order to overcome obstacles and reach one's goal. Strength is about physical prowess and spiritual fortitude, the power that must be unleashed to achieve the impossible. And then I see like the cyberware on it. So I feel like this had to have been like an in-house commission type deal. Not commission, but an in-house artist. The Hermit is a card of self-imposed isolation. It represents an escape from the hustle and bustle of the city, a turning away from constant newness toward ye old ways. Where the Hermit solitude is the road to the sublime.
By the way, I seen Prey. It has more of an action survival game, which I guess ULL like. I would more prefer Alien Isolation, which is opposite.
Okay. I mean, I'll try the demo and we'll see, because I know Alien Isolation is also on sale, but it depends. I haven't seen much of Alien's gameplay, but I'm pretty sure it's very like run and hide-esque. It's very similar to Outlast in that regard. For the Hermit, solitude is the road to the sublime, a road that is taken not with great bounds and strides, but with small, concentrated steps. The Wheel of Fortune, that is some grody artwork. The Wheel of Fortune means that change is coming. One's destiny could turn out for the better or for worse yet.
I hope that that's not a bad thing.
No, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It also bears the promise of new possibilities. The wheel reminds us that nobody remains at the top forever, but also that not every situation is hopeless. Justice, we already read this one earlier, so yeah. Cool art though. Very vigilante-esque vibe. Man, I wish we could go collect these other two. I wish they just made it 22 and done. I don't know why they cut 2 out. Especially if they're not going to appear on the map. The Hanged Man is a card of sacrifice. It says that a price must be paid in order to achieve enlightenment. The Hanged Man's forsakenness opens the path for rebirth into a new life. Though this path is wrought with pain, suspended in time, and ultimately ends in death. Jesus. Is that the same guy from the Fool art? I can't tell. I don't think so. That would be dark though. Same exact character ends up being the Hanged Man. Oh, Death. That looks so cool. Death is the card of becoming. It signifies an imminent and difficult transition, the conclusion of one phase of life and the beginning of another. Inevitably, something gets lost during the transformation, but something else will rise to take its place. I actually saw this really cutesy artwork the other day. It was, it's kind of like these embodiments or personifications of life and death. Like, life was this motherly figure, very angelic looking, and then death was obviously just the Grim Reaper.
The Hangman game? Like Lynn and Jess used to play?
Yeah. Very similar to that. But yeah, it was life and death talking about, like, their careers, and I just thought it was funny. But they each has, like, a positive outlook of things. I think life asked that the question of, like...
quoting Blake laugh.
No, you're fine. But it is technically the same concept, kind of. Obviously, Hangman is a game. A very dark game when you think about it. Like, I'm surprised we played that so much in elementary school. Like, if you don't get the word or the letters right, you're gonna kill this guy. Pretty dark when you think about it. But, yeah. I think Life was asking Death about, like, oh, what, something about the job, and then Death was like, oh, there's beauty in death. And he talks about, like, cats and dogs floating around.
Yes, teach us the teachers laugh.
I mean, it's one heck of a way to introduce the concept of death to kids, but I don't think we really know what was going on. Temperance is the card of balance. It may symbolize self-restraint or the gradual shift towards a more mature state of equilibrium. Temperance is associated with being in control of oneself as well as the desire to achieve inner peace. That's pretty nifty. The Tower. The Tower is an omen of radical change, chaos and destruction. The lightning striking the tower
bookshelves. Accident.
Oh, really? Shoot. I mean, if it was an accident, hopefully no one got in trouble, but it's definitely pretty crazy. The lightning striking the tower signifies a return to the older...
In primary school.
Oh, okay, so that was way back, I think. I don't know, but... When you were younger, I see. Tower signifies a return to the old order that lies buried under the ruins of the new order that will rise from it. It is a symbol of tragedy, apocalypse, and self-destruction.
We
Ironically,
were looking for something and it toppled over laugh.
Oh wow. A buddy of mine and I, we always go to the store after school, like at the end of the week. Like he'd get like $10 from his dad, and I'd try to scrounge up any money if I could, and we'd go like buy snacks and hang out at his place for the night. And there's one time we went to the store, and they had this like side stack of water bottles just out. I think we were like horsing around, and he bumped into the waters and knocked the entire thing over. And when it was like, at that point in time, I was a really self-conscious person, so I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get in trouble, we're gonna get not like kicked out of the store. So I kind of booked it and like run, but I just rapidly walked away, and he and a worker were sitting there cleaning it up. I feel kind of bad, but he is the one who knocked it over, in my defense. But yeah. The star is the card of hope. In the darkest of nights there is a light that shines the path to home. The star is inspiration, motivation, and gives us strength to move forward.
Dang laugh.
In retrospect, it was really funny,
Oh,
but...
the star?
Yeah. It's one of the tarot cards. The moon reminds us that reality is not always what it seems at first glance. In a world of appearance and illusions, the best course is often charted by one's own intuition. The moon is also the card of dreams, desires, and of course sleep, death's nightly ritual. The sun symbolizes success. It is a card of freedom, renewal, and a bright future that lies ahead. The sun also represents truth, for its light will always pull back the curtain of shadow that hides the world's secrets. It is also...
Can I read that again, please?
Sure. The world's secrets is also... It also represents greatness and splendor. What is that? The world. The world lies at the end of the fool's long and winding journey. Wiser and more world-weary than he started out. The fool faces a moment of reckoning. Some of us accept where our journey has led us, while others embark on a new challenge. One thing in this world is certain: you can't have it all. Yeah. There's the star card. They, like, killed this artwork, though. For all of these. I want to get the other two really bad. Let me Google if you can even find them. I mean, I probably should have took a picture of them on the map. I mean, I guess I could go back and look.
I mean, I try to be the same, I think.
I agree.
Like, be a good friend.
No, yeah, I'd say that's true. But man, they did awesome on all this artwork. Okay, so I think you get the last two tarot cards when they're like during the final mission. I mean, granted, I broke into Arasaka's place, so I probably shouldn't have did that.
What about you?
What about me? Like, card-wise, if I had to choose one? Gosh. I gotta do a top three. I like all of these. Granted, we're missing two of the cards, which is...
Yes.
Going to peeve me for the end of time. I have to find them somehow. Gosh dang it. We'll go talk to Misty. Maybe she'll let us find them later. Oh.
Well, you did abandon your friend, laugh.
That is true. I say the Fool. Probably the most accurate card to me. I'd say I have some semblance of a tireless hope that drives me towards the goal. I think worst case scenario, the Emperor. You mean the Fool? I mean, like I said, it's just the... I mean, I'd like to believe I'm a trustworthy person. I have a hope of trying to do the best I could with whatever I go with. And ultimately I've decided that police work is the route to go, so hopefully I don't get shot for trying to topple some inner level corruption. Knock on wood.
I sure hope so. You got onto my account, laugh.
Oh, that is true. That slipped my mind. But yeah, I'd like to believe I'm a trustworthy person. Actually, no, not the Emperor. As much as I love that description, I think that's ultimately how people turn out at the end of the day, is this level of, well, I don't know if I'd say I stand for patriarchal control. That's not true, actually. I lied. But in the sense of, like, sometimes you have to just be more ruthless to win. I mean, that obviously doesn't play into everyday life, so
like
I think
power.
it's a little stretch. Kind of, I guess. I think I'm off kilter with that one. That's a very feminine card. I don't think we're going to overlook that. No, not the Hierophant. Justice, I think, is one. Top three, definitely Fool, Justice, and maybe Magician. The Magician, right? No, that's High Priestess. Magician. Self-confidence, adapting to situations through intellect and sheer will. Bleh. The Magician is a schemer who always has one last trick up his sleeve. I figure I'm kind of like that. Like, I always try to, like, hinge onto something to make things work out. I don't know if I'd say it's adaptation through intellect and will, but definitely will. But I think having one card up your sleeve, like just having something to fall back on, is always smart. Not particularly to fall back on, but something that you can do of your own fruition to at least buy yourself some time with whatever it may be.
A schemer?
Kind of. Not necessarily like con level of scheming, but like always thinking, always plotting, always planning. I think planning is a better way to put it. That's the way I interpret this. Is you're always planning things, you always have something in mind, you always try to go, you know. Metaphorically, of course, you never want to get caught with your pants down. I'd say that's kind of how I am. Like, I always try to have a plan.
What you plotting right now?
I think a better question is, what am I not plotting right now? No. But the Fool, the Magician, and I think Justice are probably my top three. If I had to go with one, I'd say Justice. Justice is the card of conflict resolution. It proclaims the need for order, to see through lies and deceit, and to return to the natural state of affairs. Justice implies a just sentence, but also due process. Because, like, I think, like, the concept of justice permeates the law. Because obviously the law is biased. It's something that we as, like, little humans created to make our existence seem as if it's worth something. Like, true justice does not exist, and in the world we live in, it probably will never exist. There are liars, there are cheaters who hold positions of power, there are criminals that sit in our elected official seats, rich people who make their money off of exploitation, sitting on the top of their thrones and ivory towers. That's not justice to me. I don't think some bigwig CEO should sit there and have his pockets lined even further while a man works, a man or a woman, anyone, any human, period, while an individual works to keep that person's company afloat. That's just a small example. That's why I hate capitalism.
You
I think
seem to hate rich people.
I do. Depends. I can't say I hate rich people, but I don't like rich people. Think of, like, Jeff Bezos and, like, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. Those three alone could
like
pull...
Josh Wanty bad laugh.
Oh, Josh. I mean, Josh was mentally ill. That's a very different, that is a very different situation. But I think, like with my previous thought process, like Zuck, Musk, and Bezos, if those three pooled even like 5% of their money together, the collective profit, the collective money between those three, it could probably go to like a third world country and drastically, and I mean drastically, improve their quality of life. Something minuscule, something minute that these guys probably can end up making back in maybe not even a year, probably less, probably 4 months, 3 months, through the ads on their websites, this, that, and the other. I mean, granted, a lot of their money is probably liquidated, like it's in assets, like maybe stocks or bonds or whatever those bozos like to invest in, whatever it may be. But the point is like their raw money.
Your thoughts on Beast?
Mr. Beast? He's an entertainer. It's kind of like an actor that uses their money they make from acting to make more movies. I mean, granted, he himself is probably wealthy and probably well off. I can't say, but from the things I've heard him say is that a lot of his like money that he makes, like the millions or the billions or whatever, goes back into videos. And I can definitely see that happening. Like
he does good support though.
He does. He does pick up random people from wherever and gives them opportunities and money. And I think it's good. I think he is a prime example of positive that like wealth can provide. I'm pretty indifferent. I haven't watched his content in a really long time, but I think he does good, I'd say. I mean, obviously I can't speak 100% from behind the scenes, but I know that a lot of the rich people, at least in America, like all of our wealth, all of our money sits on sub 1%. Like that. Like, I don't know the specific number, but last time I saw it, it was something like 50% of America's wealth is in that top 1% of people. So all of the money, half of all of the money in America belongs to like...
I remember he made blind people see in one video in multiple countries.
And see, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like it was a positive action. I mean, granted, the ethics of it can be brought into question. Like, he's monetizing it, obviously, and it's like, would he have done that if it wasn't for YouTube? That, I don't know. Because he's making a spectacle out of these people's misery. Granted, he's kind of quelling it, but he's making a spectacle out of it regardless. So he is having some level of personal gain, but... I think if I was blind, right? I couldn't see anything, and someone was like, "Hey, I'll give you vision if you're willing to."
Harsh laugh.
Well, no, I'm thinking of all the facets of it. Do I think? I mean, it depends if you want to think of it as exploitation. But if I'm a blind person, or if I have like impaired vision, and this guy is like, "I will pay for your surgery if you're willing to appear on my YouTube channel and say a couple of lines," you know, just your basic grateful, you know, schlop, whatever. Like, I wouldn't mind that. I can't say it entirely sit well with me kind of being a puppet for this guy and his money, but I mean, I'm having my vision restored. It's an opportunity that I wouldn't have otherwise had, you know? So it's like, he's still doing good. I really don't think the exploitation runs as deep as, like, Jeff Bezos and Amazon workers, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is true, like, tried and true exploitation. I don't think Mr. Beast is on that same level. He's still making a spectacle of it, but I don't want to say that it's not entirely completely ethical. It's kind of in the middle, but he's still doing a really good thing for a lot of people. So it's iffy, but there's so much more positive to come out of it than negative. Because again,
at the same time, it is good to show the world.
No, and that is a good thing. You know, it could be kind of like an inspirational thing. But again, my next point is going into it, like he said, one video pays for the next. So in one video, if he makes a spectacle out of curing blindness or, you know, giving people proper medical treatment, and the next video he ends up, you know, giving a house to 3 homeless people or something, you know, housing 3 people who were previously homeless, then I still think, you know, it's kind of the cycle. He's an entertainer. He's one of those few that I would just be like, I don't have a problem with him. He's an entertainer. He's doing his job. It is what it is. He's making a spectacle out of things, but that's what he does. That's who he is. And he's got his team. He's created jobs for people who probably wouldn't otherwise have them. He seems like a good person. He stood up for his friend Chris, despite all of the vitriol that was tossed their way and all the controversy that was behind that. Like, he still stood behind his friends. I think he's a person of decent moral character. I have heard otherwise, but I don't know how reputable those sources are. Like, I've heard people say working with him is terrible. He's a bad guy, this, that, the other. But, I mean, we're all human. We all have our bad days, so maybe that was just it. I don't know. But he's done more good for the world than Elon Musk has.
What would you do with lots of money?
That's hard to say. It depends on how much money I have, how comfortably I'm living, where I want to place my values and stuff like that.
Rich level.
Like rich level? So if I was making like Jimmy Beast money. That's hard. I don't know. I'd probably find a financial...
To be honest, I won't judge.
I'd probably go to a financial advisor, to be honest. Because I don't honestly... I don't really have anyone that I can look up to in that regard for like financial advice. Be like, here's where I am, here's what I want to do. What should I do? You know, I don't have anyone to go to for guidance, and it's kind of just like all on my own whim. And it's like I don't have like any friends who can help me. I probably talk to a couple of my base level friends, but it's not like I have like a big figure in my life that I can go to for help. Like I don't. I'm trying to explain.
Away from America laugh.
See, that is a possibility. But I think I'd go to a financial advisor. I would present them with my current situation, see what they would say. I would like to make some sort of donation, depending on how much money I have. Like if I had $100,000, right? Like that's pretty life-changing money. I mean, I can't live off that forever, but that's in an instant, untaxed. I'd probably budget it in half. Like, without financial advisory or any sort of, like, goal or whatever, I'd probably cut it in half. I would try to keep $50,000 on the side. I would try to find a good just cause to use that for. And then I have $50,000 that I'd save for myself. I'd probably cut that in half. So I'd have $25,000 to use hands-on, and then I'd have $25,000 that I would use to like invest and save in a way. I probably wouldn't like put it in a savings account, but I'd find a way to make that money work for me. That way I have that $25,000, and with an investment it would become like maybe $30,000 next year or a couple of years after the fact, and you know, from that I can kind of keep on cutting down. So the original $50K would be my big donation. I'd probably send that to multiple places. Like I'd have to actually do my research into places that I know are actually not like scams. So maybe donate some money here, maybe find like a youth group in like a crime-riddled city and try to keep the kids off the streets. Stuff like that. Maybe pay for like a low-income homes.
That's good. Would
place.
we still be friends?
Yeah. I don't see why we wouldn't. But again, this is me talking without having money. But I can't imagine it would change me too much. But if I had like millions and billions of dollars, I'd definitely be on like a government radar. So I don't know what they would try to do with that.
Okay, good. You know, with rich people and it laugh.
Yeah. And that's kind of a downside, is like if you do make friends, it's hard to say whether or not people are your friends genuinely because they like you or because you have money. But I think a lot of that comes through living a lavish lifestyle. Like if you're a millionaire and you end up on a yacht with a whole bunch of other millionaires and their friends who are also just kind of there through the same method, you just kind of have like this this little kumbaya circle of a bunch of rich people who are superficial and only care about like external qualities and material objects and this, that, and the other. Like that's just not my crowd. So it's like I feel like if I don't obviously put my briefcase of $1 million on the table, I don't think I'd have to worry about that as much. Because like I would still just live my life equally. Is fair. Like I don't see a point in going buck wild and spending money.
I mean, I generally like you. I was part of this Genshin giveaway recently. I asked the owner if I can give it to my friend if I am the winner.
See, that's good. That's kind. But I would try to find a way to pay it forward. I would try to see if, like... I'm a little iffy on giving money to my immediate family. I'll be honest there. So, I mean, I'd say... I would try to talk to some friends and be like, hey, you guys got any, like, car payments you need help with? Any bills? Any stuff like that? See if there's anything I can do to help them monetarily. If not... I mean, I myself, I'd probably try to buy a vehicle. Maybe a PS5, and then probably limit my spending. But otherwise, I probably would still just stay in an apartment. Like, there's no point. Like, I'd have to obviously run the numbers and crunch the numbers on that and see how life would play out, or if I needed to, whether or not it would be worth going and getting a half decent house or just staying in an apartment. Because it's like, it also depends on comfort level. Like, the apartment we're at now, it's fine. I don't mind it. I think some of the other tenants like smoke. I don't know if it's cigarettes or like marijuana, but it stinks up the place a lot. But other than that,
apartment life fine.
I mean, I would say relatively. I mean, obviously, like the upstairs neighbors occasionally stamp all over and have a little stampede up there, but it's not that bad. I don't think I've ever lost sleep because of it yet. But granted, I just moved in here, so keep that in mind. None of the neighbors seem to be annoying. Everyone seems to just be doing their own thing. It seems fine. Because, like, even if I get money, it doesn't feel like my life has purpose just because I have money. Like, I would need to do something fulfilling. Like, I still would like to pursue my career and stuff like that. Because I'm not doing it for money. I mean, granted, that is, like, a tack on, because I need money to work as a little capitalist cog in the system and pay my bills. Otherwise, I end up homeless. So, kind of no choice there. But, yeah. Alright, let's go visit Misty. Sorry. I forgot we were, like, supposed to be playing. But ultimately, I'd like to believe that money wouldn't change me. But, I mean, I'm sure everyone says that. It probably ends up going to your head, I don't know. Just like with power, for example. You probably have good kings who, or kings who were once good men that get corrupted by the power and realizing that they have the authority to do.
I feel bad for the poor, but in my family's country, they were really demanding. Like, I get it, but I don't like it either.
And then there's that. There's some level of entitlement. And I think that's kind of the problem I have with as many rich people as I do. Because, I mean, they kind of suffer from that little brain power fantasy thing. Like, I have money. If you don't have as much money, you're worthless. Like, that's the kind of mindset I don't like. And that's how a lot of rich people are, whether or not that's how it's wanting to be believed. Like, I'm sure that there are wealthy people out there that are also decent.
I saw more of those freaky murals.
Did they start making sense? Tell any sort of story?
All just a bunch of tarot cards. I'm pretty sure my brain's now beyond repair.
The tarot tells the story of a fool's journey.
I am
Show
not
me what you
entitled,
found.
but I can't do
I'll tell
much.
you what's
They
left.
just keep asking.
Here.
You're still missing 2 arcana. Judgment and the devil. My guess is that they relate to a turning point in your life. One that's soon to arrive.
Devil and judgment.
What's this judgment about?
One possible future of redemption, transition, awakening. The angel with the trumpet symbolizes the end of an era and a call to rebirth, to a new beginning.
The devil doesn't sound good.
Rather not run into the devil. Got a feeling he's bad vibes.
That's the card of primal dormant desires, but also the will to survive.
Doesn't sound so bad, actually.
It also represents a false world, the trap these desires lay for you.
Yeah, there's greed to it too. That's pretty unfortunate though. I am sorry your family has that sort of issue.
What's up with the wandering fool?
The fool is you and Silverhand. You've traveled a long road together, discovered your potential.
Where are we headed?
Your destination is the world, the final arcanum. Both of you waged a war on the world, so there are 2 possibilities. Declare victory, or make peace.
Could lose the war, too.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's true.
Thanks. Didn't get much of that, but thanks.
You'll understand when the time comes. I can't explain everything. All the tarot can tell me is that you will reach the world by one of 4 paths.
Ooh.
Meaning?
The final leg of the journey goes through the sun, the star, temperance, or the devil.
Could just die. Not even get that far.
Oh, come on. You won't let that happen. Take this. It's all I can do to help.
What is it?
Good luck, V. On whatever road you choose.
My family ain't but it us just a poorer country, so the poor really beg, which is sad. Unlike here in UK, can't he do much like I said.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's just desperation. I completely get that. Like, out here in the US, homelessness is a crisis, an epidemic, if you will. Especially in places like California, it's real bad, because a lot of people can't afford to live in such expensive places with few opportunities. Like, I come from a poor family, right? I'm not even going to pretend otherwise. Like, I am not financially well off, which is why seeing so few people with a majority of the money in the world is such a peeving thing to me. Like, they need to be taxed more. Obviously, proportionally, they pay higher taxes, but it needs to, like, exponentially grow. And I'm not talking, like, exponentially tax the middle class, because those are the people who usually get mad when you say increase taxes. I'm not saying increase taxes to the guy who works, 40, 50 hours a week. I'm saying tax the guy who doesn't really need to work at all and still makes millions and billions of dollars. I don't know. And there are also other facets of it that I don't understand. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I understand everything about it. But, like, when someone has enough money to throw at something like Twitter and just throw $4 million away for nothing, that tells me that that guy has a lot more money than than he knows what to do with. If someone can have wealth for the remaining generations of humanity that will exist, because, like, we probably have probably three more solid generations before things start going bad, and even that's a bit of a stretch, because what is that? Average lifespan's about 80. I know it's dropping in the US right now. 80, 160, 200 years? That actually might not be right, actually. Probably 2 more full generations without the consequences of our actions.
Living underwater when?
Probably soon. I feel like the coastal areas are going to go under first, unfortunately. It's actually terrifying to think that pretty soon here the planet is going to start facing the effects of climate change and carbon emissions and all that fun stuff.
About to have a Soma situation.
No, actually. Not to spook anybody, but yeah, no. With Soma, the comet was what wiped humanity out. And we can have that any second. Like, if we're lucky, scientists will catch it. And maybe we'll have a warning within maybe 48 hours of something massive hitting Earth. But I know there were a couple comets that, maybe it was asteroids actually. I don't really know what each classification for which is, or what it means. But, pretty much they passed by Earth and scientists didn't detect it until after the fact, or during the fact that they came by Earth.
And then do what? Rich people will be safe, of course.
Probably not. I mean, in any case, they'd have like an underground bunker, right? But even then, at that point, they're on rations, because if an asteroid crashes into the planet, it's probably kind of a scorched earth situation where a majority of like livestock and like vegetation is just not accessible. Like the planet is just no longer suitable to grow your own vegetables, to get access to clean water. So at that point, it's just rations and prolonging the inevitable. Unless they've stockpiled enough to last the rest of their lives, I highly doubt anyone has that much foresight. Especially when you consider like water expiration dates and stuff like that. It's hard to say. But if they do live out the rest of their lives, it's going to be pretty miserable. Probably be stuck in a container. A couple tens of feet underground. In a bunker, never to see sunlight again. Not to mention there's things like aliens, but that's really outlandish. Conceivably, a black hole could just spawn in and swallow the world. I don't know what would happen at that point. I don't know. The gravitational mass would probably like atomize us. We just not exist anymore. Comet could wipe us out. Asteroid. I mean, the dinosaurs died like that all that time ago. I mean, granted, they were pretty primitive, so they didn't.
You think aliens exist?
Do I think aliens exist? I find it hard to believe that they don't. Because if you think about the scale of the universe, like for a moment, just expand your mindset. Like realize there's you, and then there's the city you live in, and then there's the country you live in, and then there's the continent you live on, and beyond that, the planet you live on. And that's already a massive scale, right? To us humans, that's huge, right? Take a step back, realize we're 4 planets away from the sun. We're the 4th planet from the sun? Whatever. I haven't taken astronomy in a couple of years. But realize we're in a solar system where there are a couple other planets, 7, 8, 9 planets, depending on who you ask. I think it's 8 planets.
3rd planet.
3rd planet, sorry. Ugh, I'm an actual crayon eater. I don't remember all these funny facts. But look at you, you're sharper than I am. But we're in the solar system, my point is. Maybe I was thinking of the sun too, which is the 4th astral body. If we go Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth. Right? Is that? No, Mars. Mars? Is Mars after us?
Feels like Mercury is in retrograde.
Honestly. That's what I'm saying. Was it Venus, Mars, Earth? I don't know. Whatever. It's not every day Mars I use astronomy. Mars is after us. Okay. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Whatever. You get what I mean. So we're in this entire solar system, and you zoom out, we're in a galaxy, and then zoom out even farther beyond that, and it gets kind of incomprehensible. There's like star clusters, there's other galaxies, there's other planets far beyond our comprehension. the stars in the sky that you see, they're probably so far away that you could travel to it, and you'd probably be in like a whole different time dimension. I don't even. That's kind of far-fetched. That's not what I mean. But like light years and all of those different like, it's a lot.
I don't like Super Mario Galaxy anymore. Makes me uncomfortable.
Makes you uncomfortable. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Like, think of how expansive, like...
Mario must die.
Mario must die.
Where is BFG?
You and your BFG. That's like your catchphrase at this point. Mario do be in the galaxy, though. No, but just think about how expansive it all is. Like, the entire universe and all of that.
I see this every time.
I know, right? It's just ever expansive. So it's just to say, if there's something outside of our vision, our scope, if you will.
Like just endless space makes me uncomfortable.
And rightfully so. It's insane. It's like, even I think about it. It's so humbling to perceive all of it as it is. Like, it's constantly expanding. It's still expanding. By the time that our planet comes and goes, like, I don't know. Who's to say that there's not another planet where we carbon copy existed? There's, like, the possibility of alternate universes. They've done studies like that where, I think it was subatomic particles could, like, pass through each other. That was actually, like, quantum tunneling or permeation.
Endless space is cool, so much up for 2 nights.
That is one way to think about it too. Everything is endless. But there are things like other universes, possibly 2 atoms existing in the same place at the same exact time. So it's just like, can I, as the human I am, the little insignificant speck that I am on this planet, can I say that it even matters what my opinion is? Whether or not I believe.
Not alone.
Yeah, honestly. So it's like, even for us to have that opinion, what difference does it make? The universe is ruthless. It's a force. Anything we know, anything we have is just a construct to make things make sense. So it's like, whether or not there are aliens out there, my opinion doesn't make a difference. But I do genuinely think that there are aliens out there. Do I think we've been visited by them? That's hard to say. It's not impossible. I figure if aliens were to be able to even know about us, their technology is so far beyond our comprehension that it doesn't, like, we wouldn't have a chance if it came down to, like, fighting aliens. If we were to get invaded, we'd have to come to a peace treaty. It would be a fight that we can't win. If they have the technology to even travel to us, period, that's like transgalactic. They are literally probably traveling light years to reach us. So it's just, you know, if they could reach us to begin with, there's like, if it came down to combat, no shot, no dice, we're not winning that. If it came down to peace, it's hard to say. Because any aliens that were intelligent enough to even... If I were an alien and I went to go to a foreign planet and I wanted to see what the life forms were...
Nope, rather be in DBD Lab or Outlast 2 school for rest of my life.
Really?
When DNA was decoded, all living beings have 7-5 same DNA.
All living things have 75% the same DNA. I can't speak on the reputability of that. But I mean, yeah. I know we share a lot of similar DNA to bananas. I think it's bananas, at least. This is potatoes. I don't know. It's one of those two. I think it's bananas, though. We have a very similar structure to them, or DNA code. I don't remember. Don't quote me. I'm not a scientist, obviously. I can't even memorize the planets.
Yeah, school doesn't he seem bad besides one demon but pro chaser.
Well, sooner or later you'll become a track star. In Dead by Daylight or Outlast. You'll definitely be running. You'll be getting your cardio up, that's for sure. Cardiovascular health will be at its peak. But yeah, if I were an alien surveying a foreign planet, I would definitely survey them. Or if I were going to a foreign planet, I would survey them before making any sort of contact. And if I were an alien and I looked down on humans, I would say, you guys can't even coexist among yourselves without...
I'll build a snowman laugh. All living beings on Earth have exactly same DNA for 7-5 me, monkey, bird, fish, worm all. So
Yeah.
for sure we not alone.
Precisely. And it's hard to say, because there are theories like humanity is a Matrix type deal, which I'm not talking like Andrew Tate Matrix, I'm talking like the entire planet is a computer simulation type thing. Which, I mean, who's to say? I don't know, I can't discount anything. But I figure if it is a computer simulation, there's gotta be a way to break it. And then there's things like death and all that. Like, I had an existential crisis last night before I went to bed. Like, I was just sitting there, I was like, man, I'm gonna be dead someday. It's just kind of hard to fathom. Like, I wonder what happens after. I wonder what I'm gonna experience. Like, from my the same perspective I have now in however many years, like, I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, is my conscience gonna fade from my body? Am I gonna ascend as a ghost? Am I gonna...
Oh, not this again, laugh.
And that's just kind of the part of existing, period. Is that existentiality. And it's just like...
We all die.
I mean, yeah. I get that.
So do not worry.
But it's like, what's after? That's the thing. Well, I mean, my whole point with that, what I'm trying to get to, is like, when we do die, I mean, I did have the existential crisis, but... if we die, and say there is like the typical construct of like religious heaven and the underworld and purgatory, wherever you want to fall. Like, say if I got lucky and I ended up in heaven, right?
After I saw it.
You saw it? Well, that's got to make for one heck of a story. Like, do we end up with aliens? If there are, well, I guess, if there are aliens, right? Do they end up in the same heaven as us? Like, what's the differentiating factor?
Yes, I died couple times.
You died a couple times. Well, if you died a couple times and you lived to tell the tale.
Always kicked back here.
Always kicked back here. That's interesting. I can't say I've died very frequently. But disregarding the depressing concept of death, I do wonder if when we die, if we do transcend...
Suffering not over.
Your suffering's not over. Well, hopefully you're able to get a little more out of life than just
going.
suffering. Talk about the game? Probably the game. No, but yeah. It's crazy. I think we're gonna do the All the Call does ending.
No, I mean in general.
Oh, just in general?
Keep going.
No, yeah, you're right. We're here, we got no choice but to go forward. Is this Tiger Claws? Serious. Wrong gun is out here. Crafting spec? Oh, they're jamming that for real. Okay, let me make like a hard save right now. Alright, so we hard saved. Let's go finish this game. Kind of. How do I trigger rivers?
Or just killing everyone?
I'm not really doing a particular mission right now. I'm just going through side content. I'm thinking about going through one of the endings and getting one of the weapons from it, and then going through and playing my final ending. And then, before I play my final ending, I'll go through all the other jobs. Is there tire cars? Oh, they're just mercenaries. Love. to kill my fellow mercenary brethren. That's damage. Not damage. Cool, cool. Sorry, are you still here? Sorry. I know we're not fond of the death talk, but... That's past us. Oh, I hit him. I'm sorry. Oops. Crash my $1 million car, darn it. Safest driver in my city.
Like Lenny just used to play. Skipping some comments.
Oh shoot.
No, I mean in general. Must keep going. You doing a mission or just killing everyone? Maybe I need to play it again after all those fixes and patches. Yeah, what's up?
I just want to make sure you were
I need
okay.
to play it again after all those fixes and patches.
I mean, yeah. If you're on PC, definitely, because pretty soon you guys will have the in September you're getting another update for Cyberpunk. They're going to be fixing all the combat, not fixing it, but they're going to be tuning it all. They're going to be changing a whole bunch of different stuff. They're going to be overhauling the game pretty much, along with releasing the DLC. So we'll have like vehicle combat and a couple of other things. But yeah, if I were you, I would play through the game again. But no, Star, I just wanted to make sure you were okay. But yeah, the game's definitely worth a play. I think it's great.
I am fine, not to worry.
Alright, just making sure. We'll go through one of the endings, I guess. I really wanted to get River's gun, but I don't know what he's on. What if we, let me see if I can finish that last river quest, and then we can go from there. So I'm running out of time. I probably gotta get off here in an hour. Who is this? I don't know who this is. I think went meh is probably the better. I mean, saying chill, I got it under control seems kind of rude. Who's carrying the gun?
Sayori is pretty high up with Monica in my list. Yuri and Natsuki gone lower left.
Oh, so yours is pretty high. I'm surprised Natsuki went lower for you. In all honesty. Wait 12 hours. I mean, Sayori, I figured you'd like her a lot. And obviously, I think Monica is top tier. But, Maybe there's like a crime I can finish off or something.
Are you going to play Blade Runner?
Oh, they didn't have the right one in the PlayStation Store, unfortunately. Oh my god, there's a crime over here.
Well, that's because of the additional stories. Natsuki interacting with others is not my thing. With us, it was fun.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, Natsuki's a very bratty character.
Still shocked I am thinking of the game laugh.
Well, I'm just glad you liked it that much.
Now Nipple will be happy laugh.
I think she's a pretty good character. Well, person. Depending on your perspective. Ah! What did she send?
Yet a person, what you mean character? Laugh.
I know, right? Whoa, I hear gunshots. Alright, let's go take care of that. Shoot. Wow, very discreet mind.
Would you still do additional stories still or?
With Doki Doki, yes. I have to find the time to, though. I think after I finish this run of Cyberpunk, I'm probably going to finish off Doki Doki. Probably... For sure Doki Doki. Detroit, I want to finish as well. I forgot we started that, and then I might do Prey if we're liking that.
Okay, no sign of yourself though laugh.
Because I forgot I had my other account that I had all that stuff on. Whoa.
Did you find Prey yourself or?
Yeah. Sorry, my throat is really dry right now for some reason. I cannot like control my voice. But yes, I came across it and it seemed interesting. A lot of people said that it was a really good game that just did not get enough recognition because they didn't advertise the game well. And I ended up looking it up and it has like really good reviews. It's like 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 on a lot of
What game?
Oh, it's called Prey.
Yay, I remember it.
Were you a fan of it? press spec. We should be hitting level 50 here pretty soon. What is that? Is that the, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that yet. Over here.
No, I'm not fan of it.
No? Are you serious? Oh, my Sandy's not working. Gosh dang it. Any particular reason why?
Did not like it.
He's not a fan of the
Try
gameplay?
it, but not go for me.
Okay, I get that. Sometimes it just be like that. I get it. What the heck is this? Oh. Oh no, not this. Ugh. Really? I don't like this. I don't like this game. This mission. Well, we're here, right?
New fingerprints detected.
Fuck?
Increasing volume by 33%. New fingerprints detected.
Is it a must-have for you?
What the hell are you?
User inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model. Name. Skippy.
Skippy. Seriously.
Increasing
I do
volume
not
by
even
66%.
remember when I play a game.
Name.
I'm not deaf!
Understood. Hearing within norm. Possible issue, low IQ. Reducing speech rate by 33%. My name is Skippy.
No, it's just... never mind. Guy by the dumpster. That your owner?
Checking memory. Resources available. 100%. All files removed
Low
manually.
IQ, I see you.
Possible cause, theft.
I will not be slandered.
Last game that I played fully was in Fallout 76.
Oh, Fallout 76? Was it 76 or was it Fallout 4 that had the botched release? I know one of the recent Fallout games, well, not really recent
But
anymore.
they fuck up Fallout series with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers that. Because I know 76 or 4 was pretty... it didn't go very well, critically. Low IQ. I'm not beating the low IQ accusations. But you asked if it's a must-have. Do you mean the game Prey, or what were you talking about? Because for me, I'm pretty indifferent. I'm pretty sure if you said it's just like action survival, it's probably not like a must-have, but it's something I came across.
Prey.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a must-have, no.
Original owner. No data. Suggested solution. None.
I got one. I'll take it.
Processing request. No objections found.
What the heck is this?
Can I change your name?
Anything else on your radar?
Why not? Considering I'm your new owner.
Increasing volume by 300%. Administrator rights are needed to complete that action. You do not have the required permissions.
Still got all your functions?
Running system diagnostics. Testing will take approximately 47 seconds.
I admit that made me laugh.
What are you doing?
I'm making the wait more pleasant with a soothing melody. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum. Test successfully completed. The program's Skippy version 0.01 alpha is running correctly.
I can't. This must be what it's like to play what is that Rick and Morty game called? The one that just came out. It's like okay, hold on, let me Google it. I really don't remember the name. High on Life. Gosh, my voice is dying. Yeah, it's called High on Life. It's I gotta imagine this is literally what the game is for 20 hours of gameplay. Skippy. Is anything else on my radar? Not particularly.
Alright, so what can you do? Besides talk my ear off.
Primary feature, automated targeting. In case of critical threat to user, autonomous shooting capabilities. Please choose one of two operating modes. First mode, puppy-loving pacifist. I will aim at the enemy's lower extremities. Second mode, stone cold killer. I will aim exclusively at the head.
Stone cold killer. My kind of gun.
Adjusting settings. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
Selected mode, stone cold killer. Happy slaughtering.
Okay. I'm not a huge fan of smart weapons, but I guess we'll try Skippy out. What did it replace? Hopefully not my Overture. Oh, it did. Okay, that's fine. It's cool. It's cool. 756 damage? Wow, that's pretty high. Suspected murder. Leave the area to avoid becoming a suspect. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Some barbed wire up there.
Skippy took it personally. Is that cause of IQ talk?
I think so. Skippy is... I know how this questline ends, so I never really went out of my way to check it out, but... He apparently has a puppy-loving pacifist mode. I also just don't like smart weapons, but I think we're gonna try to make it work. I will try to accommodate.
New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Chewie.
¿Tienes una puta idea de con quién te estás metiendo?
Cops watching right now laugh.
Right? Oh, they are. Wait, hold on. That's my Sandy end. You can scope the area. Oh, no. Okay, I thought those were cops for some reason. No, this is a police quest, though. Chef's knife. Woo, level 50, baby. That's the one.
Who do you killing?
Bad guys. Alright, we're just gonna go around completing missions and gigs and stuff. So I'm pretty sure we actually weren't supposed to do that with Skippy. I think we needed the puppy-loving mode first. So I think I may have screwed up, actually. Are these bad guys?
No way I'm shaking up.
Oh, yep, that is, maybe Cessna. Really? Well, what the heck? Jesus.
Well off the bed, good night, blue.
Alright, Star, thank you for stopping by. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Get hydrated, Papa.
Get hydrated? Yeah, right. I need to. Why are they attacking me? I don't know, they just don't like me. I guess. Wow, we really got the whole Gangoon squad over here.
I'm sorry. This never happened. New magazine detected. Message to you.
What is legendary item?
Thanks, Choom.
A crafting spell? We already bought that one. We are out of ammo. That's good.
I'm going.
Premature discharge. I'm sorry. This never happened.
Wow, that is a lot of ammo we're bringing through. Let me actually look at the skipping modes. I'm gonna Google it. I wonder if it actually makes a difference. Oh, I screwed up.
What?
So for the gun that I have, I mean, I'm not gonna really use it very frequently, but this one here. I chose the wrong mode to start with, so he's not gonna do headshots only forever. I screwed that up. Oh well. I guess we could go back, but do I really want to do that? I mean, probably. Let's see, how far back would it load me if I did? Ugh. I lose out on like 15 minutes of gameplay. Darn it. Oh, I'm really not going to use the gun. It's cool. Let me see here.
Go.
Go what? Go back? Oh, that's a lot of work.
No. Forward.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna wait 24 hours, I think, because I want to get that gun from River. Nothing? Alright, well, shoot. It's all these side jobs we never got to. What the heck?
Have a great stream. Blue emoji thumbs up, medium skin tone, emoji purple heart. Sorry I've been off your streams, I've been busy. I also can't stay because I have it matters myself. Have a.
Alright, Christy. No sweat. Hey, I appreciate you dropping by. Hopefully you're doing well. Best of luck on your endeavors. Probably should have grabbed the bike. I don't know why I decided to run all this way. Are we in Pacifica? No, in Santo Domingo. Okay. I'd say that's kind of slimy over here, but.
What can I get for you? Something hot, cold, coffee, liquor.
I remember on PC there are a lot more cars.
Best espresso in the whole district. Trust me, you'll be shaking like a corporate rat on day.
I don't know what each of this is. Calavera? Is that a coffee?
Your world look a bit empty.
Yeah, it's because I'm on PS4. A lot of stuff doesn't spawn.
Best espresso in the whole district.
Alright, buddy. Calm down about your espresso. Jesus. Yeah, I have all of my settings on minimum. That way the game functions. So, probably not spawning as much, which is fine with me. I think less people and less cars is easier to get around with, or without.
Trust me.
Could use a buzz.
You'll be shaking
Give
like
me
a corporate
calibrator.
on payday.
Understood.
Everyone listen up! This is a fucking robbery!
Are you
Mr.
kidding?
Slick, behind the counter?
PC
Yeah,
then.
you! Shut the fuck up! Put your hands up where I can see them. The rest of you!
Somebody likes being the center of attention.
What part of keeping your fucking mouth shut did you not understand?
This
How
guy
about you
literally...
go first? Hand over your wallet. Nice and easy.
Can't believe you've made it this far.
You and your shit again?
People who don't judge their competition don't last too long on the streets. I've met people like you before. They're all dead now. Know why? Because none of them could get the spec on me.
Nice try. You're bluffing. Trying to trip me up.
Let me at there and let me tear them apart.
You think you could so much as scratch me? You'll die before you can pull that trigger. I guarantee you.
Fuck it. Let's bail.
Oh my gosh. Nah, hold up. Let me out.
For years, nobody touches this place, and now this? Where's 6th Street when you need them? Thank God you were here. Order whatever you want. It's on the house.
What? I cannot believe that word.
Take a drink.
What can I get for you? Something hot. Cold. Coffee.
It's really all free. That's funny. Do you have coffee? I'll steal a coffee. Where is the coffee at? You don't have coffee here, you lying scumbag. I feel like I gotta take something now. Alright, well, thanks, buddy. Oh, are we tracking these guys? I really hope so. I'll take Jackie's bike. Oh, hey, it's River.
B, how you been?
Been alright.
Was thinking, could drop by for dinner, maybe. Joss has worked up a hankering to cook for the family.
How could I say no?
Right, great. See you at Joss's then.
Sounds preem.
Nice, we can do that too, huh? Oh, that's 1.7. Who is this? What gang goons are over here? Oh, these are just like basic gang members? What a bunch of losers. Get out of here, you guys are actual losers.
PS do not have enough power for this game.
Not when it's at max capacity. I will take your scope though. Like, it can run the game, it just can't run it at like max 100% settings. Who the heck is that?
Hello.
Hey, Alistair. Welcome. Honestly, we'll just go do this first.
If you ever will think to buy PC, ask me that.
Alright, we'll do. I appreciate the help. I mean, eventually I want to. I probably need to, because I'll need one for work, and, I mean, if I ever want to be a 100% true gamer, I'll probably need a PC. Go on the radio. Give me,
Any has-been hotel fans?
I mean, I've heard of it. I don't really know much about it, though. I do know Alistair's a character on there, though. That is not Who's Ready for Tomorrow. Fine,
No.
Friday Night Firefighters. That's a no from Gregory too.
Just watched Tribes of Blue.
I never heard of that either. I'm a little uncultured, I won't lie. Oh, we missed our exit. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't make Judy a romanceable character. That would probably be the hardest issues in making this game, is whether to romance Judy or Panam. Panam? How do you pronounce her name?
Oh, hey!
Whoa, almost ran the little kitty over.
Hey, how's it going?
Over here.
Why do you scream
Glad
like
you're
that?
here. I need your help cooking.
I hated this
What's
part.
on the menu?
Jambalaya. Come on. You can stir the meat?
Soy meat. Okay. This an ancient Ward family secret?
Uh-huh. Onions, paprika, thyme. Just need to mince some celery and garlic. But you stir, please. Stir.
I'm stirring.
Bet my socks you've never had better jambalaya.
How's, Randy holding up?
He's looking for his old self. Physically, though. It'll be a long road before he's back to full health.
And, mentally? That was some experience.
What Harris did to him, fucked as this might sound, might have helped the kid. Could be wrong, but feels like a clean break for him.
Trying to spoil a nice day, but I gotta ask, what about Peter Pan?
You're asking if I killed him. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure, no pressure. It's just you know.
I know. All right. Think you've stirred enough? Mind grabbing the rice from the kitchen?
Oh, he's only missing his arm. Or his hand. I thought he was missing his whole arm.
No, Randy's always been that way. But I'm sure this didn't help none. You know, his father was a difficult man, too.
Basmati,
That's
nice.
exactly what I told him. But he always got the same speech back.
How you doing, Joss?
I will try to play it again.
I'll call you back later. Really nice of you to come.
Thanks for having me over.
You try to play it again,
I should be
Cyberpunk?
thanking you.
Definitely get past the first act. I think that's the roughest part of the game. Like, not to say it's bad, but it's a lot of, like, scripted events,
Yes.
and you don't have much control. But, it's maybe an hour or two, but it's literally just a glorified tutorial. But, yeah, you get through the first couple hours, and it's pretty smooth sailing from there. There's a lot to do. And if you like the game, or if you want to maybe get into it easier, I don't know if you'd be the type, but it has a corresponding anime called Cyberpunk Edgerunners on Netflix.
Any mods you recommend?
Any mods? That depends on preference. There's like a cyberpsychosis mod. That's a pretty good one I've heard about, which basically means the more cyberware you have, the more likely you are to experience cyberpsychosis, which like messes with your stuff, I guess. I would look into that. Vehicle combat, that's another good mod.
Violence, LOL.
That's one way to go. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of that without the mods though, but to each their own.
Looking good, Jas.
Really think so? Thanks.
How's Randy?
Still in the hospital. Still in shock. But he's making progress. Haven't had a chance to tell you just how grateful I am.
What matters is it's over now.
I just don't know how to repay you. If Randy had...
Don't owe me a thing, Jas.
Thank you.
River's in the backyard. He couldn't wait to see you again.
Oh shoot, wrong way. Sorry, this isn't something.
Tomatoes in next. Now you can toss in the rice.
Rice is in.
Okay, now this has to bubble and brew. Patio. Grab a chair. And a beer or something else.
It's nice out here.
Yeah. Seems all good. Like nothing bad ever happened.
Tell me now about Harris.
I paid him a visit at the hospital.
He's still in a coma?
Yep. In a strange slumber between life and death. An empty shell in a hospital bed.
One shot to the head. Quick and clean.
I had the same thought. It would be so easy. I pressed the gun to his head and remembered something.
River?
How my parents died. Now, sure you want to hear this?
What happened?
Old man had a farm, like Harris's dad. But when business took a turn, well... my parents managed to open a small grocery. We lived on the floor above. A loud noise woke us one night. They wanted cash. Register was empty, so they stormed upstairs, forced us all to kneel, and demanded my dad tell him where he hid the money.
River, you don't gotta go on.
Heard sob stories enough?
No, just... This is tough, I can tell. You really don't need to rehash it now.
Okay, yeah. You're probably right.
Just... Harris, what did you do? Had the gun to his head, and...
I've ended a few lives in my time. But never like that. Never an execution. Slipped out of the hospital quick. Told myself the case was closed.
That's good. But what now? You're not going back to the PD.
PI has a nice ring to it. Who knows?
That is sweet.
River, you said you'd play with us.
You promised.
All right. Let's go. V, join us?
Shoot, let me pause that. I have to grab my phone charger. Freaking phone died. Very cool. Ugh. I just realized there's this whole cops and robbers side mission you gotta do in here. This freaking quest takes forever. Okay. One's charging.
What are we gonna play?
You'll see.
I think I'm gonna skip all the dialogue here. So sorry if anyone hasn't seen it before, but
We're playing! Yeah! Big Trouble in Haveland! Grab your set!
Well, what do you think?
definitely some crazy.
Always wanted to try a game like this.
Well, well. Nice firepower there.
This is no time to get distracted. We can't let that filth get away.
Who? Oh, well, look at you.
V, allow me to introduce Captain Joan McClane and Lieutenant Henry Callahan. They're our precinct's best and brightest. Wouldn't want to get in their way.
I always work alone. No exceptions. Even for you. Yeah, me too.
Ooh, I've heard of cops like you. The lone wolf type.
That's right. Thorns in their commander's side. Rebels who play by their own rules.
I've been suspended 1 time, retired 2 times, and kicked off the force 3 times. I'm getting too old for this. But something always drags you back. The city needs me.
All right.
We'll play like 2 teams, us and the kids. But we work toward the same objective. The team with the best result wins.
You don't stand a chance.
Hey V, just go easy, okay? It's their favorite game.
Sure.
It's even got unique sound effects, that's funny.
Oh, there he is! Get him! The city's mine! You'll never take her from me!
He's fast, but not fast enough to escape justice. Watch out! It's cronies!
That all you got?
Nuh-uh! Watch this!
Not done yet. Not half bad.
Next round, next round! This way. It must be their rat-infested hideouts. I could smell the moral decay from a mile off. Quiet. Too quiet.
It's a trap! They were waiting for us!
Not done yet.
That all you got?
Nuh-uh. Okay, that's all of them. But next time we gotta be faster.
There's actually just somebody over here, that's funny.
Out of the way, citizen! Obstructing justice is punishable by law. This is your last warning!
Easy there, Captain! I'm just passing through!
Music is cool.
Too slow!
Cyberpunk has some really awesome music.
Not done yet.
Don't charge in there, Callahan. I can't afford to lose one of my best men. Don't worry about me.
Probably one of the best video game soundtracks I've heard in a while.
Take that! Hey, I have better aim! Too slow! Too many donuts. Okay?
Not done yet.
But it's not over yet.
Some last words?
Fine. Out with it, scumbag!
No! Your last words!
Come on! Another ambush!
Okay, so now...
Lunch is ready.
Mom! You almost had him!
Oh, you'll get him next time.
It's a wholesome little side
At
quest.
least we beat the grown-ups. We're the best.
Thanks for letting me win. They had fun.
Huh? Oh no, they had me
Okay,
flat
man,
beat.
I got here almost 6 at morning.
Hey, food's on the table.
You gonna head out? Alright. Well, I appreciate you hanging out.
Was your game fun?
Awesome! We kicked their big butts.
The bad guys?
We'll go sleep for now. Got business to do
the
this
bad
day.
guys too.
Fair enough. Take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Time to see if this tastes as good as it smells.
Unemployment's being good to you. You seem good.
River's discovering the joys of family life.
That
See you
and
later.
police duty. Never a good mix. This here's a way to get some of those years back.
I haven't seen him this untroubled in a while. What about you, V? You got a family? Or just relations?
I mean, we have Panama right now. What the heck?
If the future allows it, I'd like to have one someday. If for no other reason than that I love get-togethers like this.
Nothing's more important to me than my kids. I've made mistakes. Life's gone off the rails sometimes. But I had my kids. I got my kids.
Joss, you see me being a parent ever?
I mean, I don't exactly look like good mom material myself, so...
Yes! Who says yes?
I do.
He raised his hand himself.
V, are you seeing someone? Involved? Fess up, please.
Well, that's decided.
Got an 1199. Officer needs backup.
Come on, pull you out of this ambush.
They like did not touch that food at all, and we ate like 12 bites. All right, let's go.
Thanks, Joss.
Yeah, thanks. Whew, situation is getting dicey.
That's what partners are for. You were about a hair's breadth away from having to look at photo albums.
That's funny.
Here we are. A water tower. Great spot.
This way. Fuck. Gate's stuck again. Gonna fix it one of these days.
Let me give you a boost. Climb over, open it from the other side.
No need.
Whoa! Okay, we like leaping.
Okay.
On our way. Area's not bad, actually. Unlikely to dazzle. Make a good first impression, though.
Certainly no Corpo Plaza.
No. But life's livable here. No worse places to raise kids.
Randy's problems with the law. Those didn't pop out of thin air.
True. But Randy takes after his old man. He'd find trouble in a nicer neighborhood, too.
Okay.
Apparently the worst city between the Atlantic and the Pacific. But I sure do love this view. Find it calming.
Out here, you can't smell the shit the corpse dump on the streets. Like the city's their own personal toilet. Shit, flush, repeat.
Poetic. Couldn't have said it better. Got something for you.
Yes.
Your piece?
Had her a long time. Too long. I think it's time she found a new owner.
Don't know what to say.
Just promise you won't blow your foot off.
Oddly specific request.
Josh's husband did it. Drunk. This very spot.
Which made this your special spot. Family landmark?
That's funny.
Something of the kind. Now for the highlight of the evening. Up for a drink?
Something strong's sure to hit the spot.
Now that I understand.
Yeah, it's really weird how you can romance him. I thought he's supposed to be like female V specific.
Here's to Joss and the kids.
Yeah, to family.
And I mean, we really didn't know him that much. Like even Panam had more side
Got
quests.
any more of that?
2 bottles of whiskey and a case of beer ought to be enough.
We'll see about that.
Buckle your liver in. Gonna be a long night and a longer morning.
I mean, because River's cool and all, but like, I don't know. We had like no time with him. It's kind of like Carrie, very side romances to Shilling, and I don't really swing that way, but you know, we're talking about V here. He died. Not literally.
Where did I put that?
But we got the gun, which is big dub.
Whoa. Colonizing the moon, and there's still no cure for hangovers.
Well, at least we had fun yesterday.
Yeah. But now I gotta roll. Promised Joss I'd take her to see Randy. No rush either. Get your sea legs back. Take as much time as you need.
Sure you're good to drive?
Please. Former NCPD. I'm a pro on Hangover Highway. Be fine.
Apologize to Joss for me. We kinda dined and dashed yesterday.
And left puke all over the bathroom?
Oh, shit. Tell Randy, hey.
Will do. See you later, V.
Alright, let's skedaddle. We got Crash. Can I talk to him? I don't want to overhear their conversation, but
Good morning. Not intruding, I hope. The generator? You remember, right?
Oh, fuck. Need me to fix it now?
Yeah,
what
now.
the heck?
Then we go to the hospital. I'd rather have everything ready for when Randy gets back.
What's up with the generator?
I don't know, but electricity's out. And then his room needs tidying.
I'm supposed to do that?
I know how it sounds, but this one time, please.
Alright, well, they're good. Let's go. My bike should still be over here, I hope. Yeah, we'll hold GTS. Let's check out the crash. Since we upgraded that to legendary. Physical damage. Charging for a brief time while enemy enables a full auto mode. Decreases recoil. And bullet spread. Decreases fire rate. Alright. So we'll try it out regular. Because this might be our alternative here. If the base overture doesn't work. I do think Amnesty is stronger than this, I think. But I think they're going to be relative in power anyways. There's got to be like a crime over here, right? Nothing, maybe, possibly? Dang, oh, there's one. It's like PSTV. This song is so stupid. I don't know. If I were in V's situation, I would say the first thing. But at the end of the day, I think it's just best to play it safe. I don't want to screw up anything with Panam. That's the one. Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, very cool. Oh my goodness. That was a two-shotter even in its epic stage here. Second heart. Jesus. 36 edges. Is this one of those like continuation crimes? Yeah, there it is. Okay. What the heck is that? But I also know I only found like 2 neon arrows in my entire playthrough, if that, if not more. I really want to get one of those at Legendary.
Give up! You got nowhere to run! What the?
We don't have second heart for like another 2 minutes, so let's be a little more cautious here. Yeah, groovy explosion there. Honestly, I think we're gonna call it there. Not much else to do. I'll probably play the Prey demo on my own and then go from there. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later.